just had a conversation, and honestly, this is something that I've also been thinking of talking about, which is how Black and brown people, and we know that they are expected to perform and be excellent in all that they do, right? These standards are not the same for the Black and brown community opposed to the white community. And this reminds me too much of what I've seen on the comments on my channel, right, where there are comments naturally that say we can't generalize, or this is it is detrimental or is not effective. Here's the thing. The white community has been able to fly under the radar for much too long, and continues to fly under the radar, right? I do find that this response, which often I can only assume comes from the white community themselves, and I have seen even with the white community, just having conversations with, is that there is an attempt to not take accountability. And this is something that I just mentioned in my previous video, where I'm just like, if the shoe fits, then you'll be offended. I spoke about how naturally, like going to the Godfrey comedy show and him making mentions, Godfrey making mentions of the Latino community, and how there's a very heavy presence of anti-Blackness, right? A lot these ideas and beliefs hinged on colorism, racism are so prevalent. Why would I personally be offended? Actually, as a matter of fact, I should take this opportunity to speak about this and make a difference and make a change in my community, right? And bring knowledge to my community. But white people never want to take the opportunity to inform and to do the work in their community. And this is what continues to create and propel these very issues that exist in the Black and brown community and impact the Black and brown community. If my Black and brown brothers and sisters cannot be free and cannot experience the freedom and the safety that the white community has experienced historically, then I feel that my liberties threatened. And I will not stand for that. And I speak on that. And and it's crazy because our communities as people of color has been targeted time and time again, traumatized time and time again, terrorized time and time again. And they expect, right? The white community expects you to not respond. That's crazy. As if we're some sort of supernatural human being. As we're some sort of perfect human being. We're not perfect. Why don't you work on perfecting yourself before you come into our territory and tell us how to move and how to think, when you've clearly created this very problem that exists, when you continue to uphold these problems that exist? It never made sense. Don't tell communities that have gone through so much how to respond, right? And why don't you focus on your community? A community that has continuously caused problems time and time again, continue to. You just like watching on the sidelines, right? While communities of color are terrorized, just do the bare minimum, do absolutely nothing most of the time. And we always have to carry the labor, always have to do the work, always have to be burdened. It's so, and it's so annoying because this continues to occur on a global scale, where individuals, athletes, musicians, whoever it may be that's out there in this world that might have a presence, right? Celebrity, whoever is popularized has to be extra perfect, extra great, extra excellent. And it's always the Black and brown community that has to do that and embody that. Completely unfair. And if you want to walk with fairness, then walk your talk. Walk your talk. I'm sure many communities have seen this, and we see this, and I'm going to do a video in the next one that's going to talk about how feminism doesn't even benefit women of color. It has never been for us, right? And once again, that same silencing happening towards women of color in feminist spaces that are meant and have been created honestly. Susan B. Anthony's a great example of how she used the Black women to propel her message of and garner more women and support. And it was only because she was interested in herself and what she could gain, and she only cared about herself and women that resembled herself. And this is what we see, right? So yeah, stay tuned for that one. All right, take care.